Okay, I'm finally here. Good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of VOD. Arrives on air, and let's not waste our time. I'm late. I'm pretty late tonight, so there's that, I guess. What am I even joining? Am I joining the right server? So what I wanted to play Experimental that's going to be wiped in just a couple days. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the one in Chernarus. Okay. Wrong character. Apologies. This is the right one. So, good evening everyone who is watching. I'm late tonight, so the stream is going to be a short one, but still, I probably should have done DayZ, I should have done GeoGuessr, but I decided to go with a little bit of DayZ, even if it's a little bit. And since the wipe is going to happen like in 2 days, we are going to be pretty reckless, I think. So, we are pretty far away from the coast. We have some geared characters. This one's geared. That's like for one. Then we have I think one more that's geared that we 100% could just well, use for something interesting. Not expecting this to be like well, the server is actually populated enough to find some fun on the coast, or just get killed on the coast. So this character, just one of the characters that I have. Nothing special about him, besides the fact that he has a pretty serious gun. Two pretty serious guns. Those houses over there, I would often visit going south. Oh yeah, I can see Nodber from here. That's insane. Though probably won't be able to see characters despite the rendering distance. So this character doesn't have a car, this character doesn't have anything specific, any goal, nothing at all. He is just a guy with a gun. Actually wearing bluish glasses, so a little bit tinted. A lot of these artillery targets here. But then the place itself sorta kinda got bombed. There are pretty big craters down there in the town. But to see them you'd need the NBC suit and the gas mask. Helicopters coming down. Okay. That's a place to go. Would be nice to find some water on the way. That's like very close. That's a place to go. That's a goal. Just wouldn't want to get killed because I'd be probably the best loot at the heli crash. Not the heli crash itself, but me over there. But the chance is, and I think it might be actually pretty solid, that I'm not the only one who is running to the heli crash right now. Would be nice, oh yeah, if I had eyes on it. Though it's still pretty far away. Something's going on over there. We have doggies running over there. And running pretty fast. And I don't think they're running after zombies or after deer. Okay, I might not be able to land this shot. Yeah, I might not be able even to see where to send it. Because that's a little bit too far. I can't even really tell the distance here. There's a tower over there. Yeah, my elevation is not enough anymore. So what happened there? Doggies? The doggies were running somewhere. Yeah. How to get eyes on that heli crash? Go to that tree line, but I think there's like, it's a double tree line. So the doggies were coming after somebody. But it's sorta kinda been quiet since then. If they just appear here and go after me, yeah, that would be... wouldn't even call it a bummer. You gotta be freaking kidding, and I don't have anything silenced. Shooting next to the heli crash, that's so stupid. I won't be able to kill them with just a knife. Even a big one. God. I need a place to actually attack them from. I don't want to be shooting in here. Crap. Another heli crash. Connachton, good evening, welcome. Yes, they are coming. And there's a heli crash over there. And I'm running in the immediate vicinity pretty much of it. In a very open area. Lots of bushes, but still pretty open area. God. I'm kinda looking for something just to stand on. I don't have anything silenced. Or at least if I just go far enough. I don't know. But then I go far enough, they lose me. And then I get to go to the heli crash again, and they actually pick my scent again. Yeah. That heli crash is like really hard to approach staying unnoticed. Yeah, I can see them roaming. So the way they are behaving probably gonna tell us that there's nobody there. That would be like 300 or 400 meters. I would say 300. That one's even standing. Yeah, that I just did not see where it's landed. $400? No, it's like maybe even 200. There's like 4 of them. Okay, I'm bad at it. $400 then? No, it's not 400. I'm not even seeing the bullet splashes. The dust from the bullets. Yeah, it is 400. That went between his legs, probably. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like it's so freaking powerful. The sound of it is just... It's like an anti-tank rifle. This is probably the first time I tried to snipe doggies, especially at a distance like this one. So let's drop the zeroing back to default. because I might forget about it. So I'm sorta going around changing position. I made so much noise. I think half of the server just heard it. Cannot see that the dog is from here. Another one going down. Pretty close to... Does it mean I'm the only person in the area? They seem to be falling all around me. Well, I mean, that one is not pretty close. It's just... I would say... middle range. Oh, I have 2 canteens even. Cool. And of course, I have some of these. Purify this one. Not that I need 2 canteens, but okay. I'll ditch the one that's damaged. Let's purify this one. Yeah, I thought I had more purifying tabs, but not that much actually. Not that many. And from here I got to go to Subotka to find some food if I don't want to hunt. And I kinda don't want to hunt. Let's just refill one of the canteens. Put it in here. This one, yeah, stays on the ground. This we purify. And that's the way it's going to be. Yeah. Sniper rounds. Gonna load these tracers. Nice to be a sniper with tracers, but what you gonna do? This character doesn't have much. Though for some reason he has a blowtorch. Okay. So, of course, he is wet, because everything is wet in Livonia. But, well, he's not cold. This we cannot wring out. Yeah, we cannot. Okay. Now he's just wet and damp. Yeah, no eyes on the heli crash from here. Cannot even see the smoke. I know where it's landed. But the doggies kinda showed me that I was the only person in the area. I thought they were going after somebody at the heli crash, but they... Well, maybe they just killed them and went after me, but... Yeah, I don't think it's... Don't think it's... Well, it's possible, but the probability would be like super low. So technically, if you follow that line, telephone line, electrical line, whatever it is, you will get to the heli crash. It'll bring you straight to the heli crash. That's how it works. We can take a look, but I don't really want to loot it, and I want it really to go to Sobotka. So the heli crash, that heli crash spot, it's next to this power line or telephone line. So maybe it's just, well, it's there. Maybe somebody is there. But running like that, I'm just risking to run into them, leaving the heli crash, or running towards the heli crash. So this is maybe one of the closest to the coast heli crashes. Am I hearing things already? These bushes make me paranoid. Technically speaking, I'm not yet at the heli crash. I cannot see the smoke. So would going to those trees be a good idea? Since I'm not after loot over there, this character has everything he needs. But what he needs besides the loot is a vantage point. Here you probably can get shot in your back by people running towards the heli crash from the military area. Am I that far away from? I cannot be that far away. That's the house. Is it gone already? Wait a short freaking second. It's not mine. Is it though? It is not the one I was running to. The one I was running to was here. I really believe. Well, okay, I got that turned around. Oh, we heard several heli crashes happening. What the actual hell? I thought it would be here, this one. That's the valley. I think I was running using two. Okay, maybe it's the one because of the distance. Oops. Because of the distance from the tower. Maybe it is the one. And I sorta kinda flanked it a little bit too seriously. But nobody's going to be able to track me here then. I mean, based on my shots. Well, I'm going to give it another minute and then I'm leaving. Way more currently I need food than any heli crashes. So if I follow the power line, I'll end up at a place called Zapadlishka. Another ruined village. Not sure if I can find any food there, but maybe zombies might help. So that tree line over there might be actually pretty good for observation. Or something like over there. Not too close though. The servopop's kinda... Since this heli crash is really close to the coast, there's a chance that somebody comes. It is possible. Going to give it another minute. Would that be like 400? I think this is definitely 400, maybe even a little bit more. 450. So a way to get food actually was to cut those doggies, take their fat, and cook it in the tower. But starting a fire in a place next to the heli crash, people would be looking for... People seeing one smoke will be able to spot another. Nothing's really going on. I won't be able to see any people without the scope, but with the scope, my field of view is kind of gets very narrow. Yeah, okay, doesn't look like we have any people around there. Unless I'm completely blind. So let's go to the Podlishka and maybe try to kill a couple zombies and get some food. Yeah, and I thought we were going after Helicrash that was here. But... okay, from that side... I mean, there's two valleys, then valley behind that hill. And then a valley here. And both seem to be with like... sort of kind of swampy look. But without actual water. This is like an interesting spot to watch over the heli crash. Not at least in a field. Under a bush. Covered with some walls. Not seeing all the zombies around there. Maybe they haven't yet been triggered into existence, but I'm not seeing zombie bodies either, so doesn't look like that. They already all have been killed. Almost all. A broom. Okay. That's the Podlishko. Sort of an interesting place. Yeah, to find food in one of these houses, that's gonna be a miracle. They don't really spawn food, but they might spawn clothes They spawn clothes that might actually have some food in it. Oh yeah, that's a water barrel. Cistern. So this side of the Padlishka, that's the small amusement park with quite some spawns of tourist loot. And here we have the old church. Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? 100% used to be able to just run up there on the edge of the ruined wall. Can see one zombie roaming the place. Okay, 2 zombies. That's the amusement park. If we find food, actually some chocolate bars there, it's gonna be there. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. Yeah, we've noticed that it's been happening. Not just it. All the indicators get desynchronized, unfortunately. I didn't see a player. There was a zombie. There was a zombie over there. Okay, let's watch if I missed. Where the arch is. Okay. Okay. Let's keep watching that. Uh-huh. Good eyes. On the bottom now. You spotted them, I didn't see them. Now seems to be in over there. No, over there. So you can spot people from this place, but you cannot really get a good angle on anything. Yeah, maybe I was looking at something else. Going right. Interesting. You are seeing him. I'm not seeing him. Yeah, hasn't passed there. I would have 100% seen him on the road. I just simply got to be looking in another direction to not be able to see him on the road. Well, yeah, that's how people would do it. So people sometimes are super fast in DayZ, sometimes are pretty slow in DayZ. But this guy seems to be taking his time. Yeah, thank you, gonna get you for the heads up. Hope he has food. Well, gonna get you was the spotter. Thanks to gonna get you. I only after gonna get you told me I was able to see only like glimpses. Is he dead? Yeah. Yeah, that's the scene. I got another one. I kinda expected that, gonna get you. I don't know why, but I expected that. So I got another one first. Calm down. Was it 2 or was it 3? So one's over there. And another one is over there. So you spotted them, gonna get you, but then I, well, took some shots and I immediately thought that that guy wasn't the one you was talking about. I thought that was another guy because that one wasn't wearing anything bright. Yeah, you missed just me repositioning. Not a big deal. Okay, that's food. Anything for me? A belt. That's interesting. This is ruined. I ruined it. This is real food. This is not real. We've been to places. This is going to be nice to have. The revolver. I'm going to take a look. And here we have more food. Somebody is shooting pretty far away. Okay, these guys are loaded. I found the pantry. Yep. Oh, I have enough room. I didn't see that. Spark plug. Well, they all had actually pretty nice gear. Dry it. Okay, let's take the... yeah, no room for that. Or do we have room for that? Yes, we have room for that. Time to leave the crime scene. They delivered me exactly what I needed. Simply only food. Now... now we feast. Let's just leave the crime scene. Somebody was shooting something. I thought maybe it was coming from the helicopter side, but that would be a little bit too many shots. Gonna get you, all thanks to you. Maybe I would have spotted them if I continued the observation, but possibly I would have probably gone into town, and yeah, and bumped into them. That's the house behind the military base. Okay, let's first eat the small stuff. The small stuff goes in. 2 cans of jam. I think the steaks are okay either way. I don't think they can like cough on it or do something to it. It's not possible to poison them. If they are cooked and safe. If they are not cooked, then they are not safe. Okay, first a ton of chicken meat. Here we go. That was a ton of chicken meat. Small cans next, I suppose. And I'm not talking about their size. I'm talking about the space, the room they take in your stomach. Okay, and now we are finally full. Okay, let's take a look at our inventory. Reorganize a couple things here. This is pretty small. Should be able to eat it. Okay, now I pretty much have a full backpack of food. Backpack full of food. Which is sorta... well, a lot. A lot, I would say. So, are we good then? In terms of food, we are. Okay, anything needs to be fixed? Let's take a look. Can you like fix this with your gun cleaning kit? I'm just curious. No, you cannot. Yeah, I can top it up. I think maybe with the glue stick. Let's see. No, not with the glue stick. Sort of disappointing that I cannot fix the handguard, the part of it. Okay. Let's stop the drum. We still have rounds. I don't use full auto, so my ammunition usage is usually pretty low. I know that, and I'm not going after a ton of ammunition. Actually, what I have, 75 plus 30 plus a little bit here, it's even more than enough. A couple 30 rounders would be like enough. Okay, can we feed a little bit more food? No, let's start with the big one. We need room in our inventory. Interesting though, it wasn't actually really reckless, as I was going to do. Reckless would be like running into that base without any observation. But I think those guys just been through that base. They came from it. The direction sorta kinda was telling, and I'm not going to see other people there that soon. Those just had been from there when I killed them. Oh, yeah, okay. That's another complication. It's going to be a little bit hard to breathe in there. But the compound is big. So the zombies are gonna be coughing there really seriously. I should have picked up something silenced from them, even if it was just an amphibian pistol. Yeah, the first guy had an amphibian in his hands. There's like a tower somewhere over there. Helicopter, whatever, ATC tower. So the zombies are still alive. I'd love them to die first. I think they are in the cloud, not on the edge of it. The first guy dropped an amphibian pistol. Yeah. One died. One zombie, I mean. Waiting for this one, and then for that one. Maybe I should go the other way around. So maybe this one spent a little bit more time outside of the cloud. How are they still alive? If that one dropped. If that one has dropped already. Hello, zombies. Are they like gas resistant or something? Yeah, I'm gonna catch. I think something like that. Or maybe we can see a little bit of gas between us and them, but they are actually not in the cloud. Though it looks like they should be. Yeah, let's start with the small one. With the big ones. The small ones. The small ones, they simply don't take that much space in my inventory. Though the pate, even though it takes like one cell, I think it's even better than tuna or what's it called? Sardines that take 2 cells. That one's still over there, and this one's still over there. One's alive, the second one I lost it. Ah, yeah. Op, died. Op, yep. Finally died. Okay. So these cans, these jars, they're big ones. Both in terms of taking up for cells in your inventory, in terms of inventory room, and in terms of the amount of things in them and the amount of calories they would give you. Okay. Enough sitting here. Let's take a look at the other side of the compound. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's my rounds. Other side of the compound is gas too. Though this one definitely shows labored breathing. Probably inhaled some gas. Yeah, all the way to the wall, or even goes behind the wall, I think. Oh yeah. That's a screamer over there. Not interesting. That one's still alive. So maybe it's just at the edge of the cloud. It's just all VFX and no actual gas. Who knows? Yeah, doesn't look like they have any gas here. Looked like that from the hill, but in fact, killed a bunch of zombies at the edges of the cloud. Yeah, the configuration of this cloud is a tad confusing. Wait a second, what's this then? There's a segment of a wall here. I think that's like a map glitch. Somebody put it here and forgot about it because it's in the bushes and largely invisible. Yeah, that's all guessed pretty thoroughly. No ways around that. But the part on the hill with the antenna is not actually guessed. Yeah, that one I did not see at all. Round by round, getting my rounds back. Yeah, those guys, they have been through the place. I think that's almost 100% that they've been through the place. Yeah, in a very thorough way. Hello there. Pretty visible though. Anything on the balcony? Yeah, gonna get you. I thought pretty much the same. Well, the drink is just here, yeah. This place has a well, which is rare for military areas. Two of yous. Yeah, that's your friend. And you're gonna be lying next to him. Fire barrel that's empty. Okay. An interesting place for a barrel, especially fire barrel. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I found and killed all the zombies in this base. Okay. Let's drink up then. By the way, we have pouches here, so the gas zone, the zone that's gassed currently, it usually spawns a couple of heavily armored zombies, so you can get proper armor here for the pouches, so and can get pretty serious protection if you want to. Okay. So I was initially going to Sobotka. Okay. Let's go to Sobotka. And then maybe to the prison. It's getting dark, and right now it's pretty annoying because sometimes it would be a little bit too dark because of the very bright horizon. But then you look at the ground and it's not nearly that dark, so that's what I call automatic gain control in DayZ. This thing kinda goes for really high dynamic range, really wide range. So I don't know if DayZ supports HDR actually. I have no idea. My monitor is like super basic full HD 1080p 60 Hz 24 inch, nothing special monitor. So, and it's actually getting it's losing its brightness, so it's getting darker. Not the game, my monitor. Over the years, I need to swap it for something. I have a monitor behind me that would be a little bit better, but it's broken. I don't know what's wrong with it. That one, it's the one that we bought for those people, those friends of the family, for whom I assembled a PC like 2 years ago and then like last month. So 2 PCs, one 2 years ago and one last month, or in September. It's in September 2 months ago. So, and that's the old monitor from like that was bought used 2 years ago, kinda broke after a year, I think. So I took it back because they don't need it. It was just a waste for them. I took it and I'm hoping to maybe try to fix it, or maybe not. Maybe it's just again some electrolytic capacitors. Quite often it is. But if it's something more serious, then I don't know, maybe I'll just ditch it too. So this is Sabotka, White Evening Sabotka. Not seeing any zombies. So we don't need any food from Sabotka anymore. I guess I'm here just for the people. Because it's on the way to the prison. That's why. Tomorrow is going to be the last day here. Gonna get you. I don't know if I can play, but if I can, would you help me to raid that base? Though we gotta check if the base is still there. I gotta check. Hi, zombie. Before everything gets purged. On December 1st, and the way I stream. So let me take a look. Today we have, so it's 29th. The next stream is going to be the 30th. So, and then on Monday they wipe it. Okay, 2 days. Yeah, 2 streams. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 streams, not 1. Okay, that's a little bit overconfident. They are wiping experimental and reverting it back to 1.28. I mean, that's unprecedented to downgrade the version of any experimental. So, but they really need it, I think. But over the years, I cannot remember a single case of downgrading the version of experimental like this. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I keep getting killed on that server. It is just insane. Well, I mean, on that server losing loot, it's like not a problem. You're gonna find a new car immediately. You're gonna find, you're gonna use it to get to the airfield or to TC. So, on that server, it's not a problem. Okay. No zombies on the main street, but it used to be a little bit overrun by zombies. Now they are more like spread out, but they are so spread out that it feels like there's less of them now. So the Christmas event will start on December 11th. Okay. So yeah, they really hit like some pretty serious obstacles with 1.29, and they had even because of that to step back a little bit, which is unprecedented, but good that they are doing that. A crossbow and a rifle. Looking for me, zombies? Are you even aggroing at me? Seems super confused. Okay. And more food, just in case we need more. Yeah, with all this loot, I still can get over the walls, which is nice. Oops. I don't need anything from here. Maybe some, yeah, sewing kits. Ah, no, I have a sewing kit. And I have... I don't have a leather sewing kit. Then, okay. Well, gonna get you. Let's hope the internet, your internet connection stabilizes. Have you heard any news? Maybe saw guys working in your area? Okay, I see. Yeah, let's hope it won't take long. I've been kind of having some issues too. My internet connection hasn't been stable lately, but it's more like it seems that the internet connectivity itself hasn't been really stable. Wait. They kind of provide the same magnification bows. This one? No, not the same. This one's smaller. Okay, a little bit. Yeah, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I'm sitting here with just your standard copper, but since it's copper that's inside a very big building compared to one family houses in the US, so it has like its own small network infrastructure that's technically speaking not being well kept at all. I think there's like a couple of switches or routers or whatever from a couple of well, more than a couple, like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 internet providers in the building, and I don't think those switches are actually really like feeling pretty good. Because nobody really maintains them. I've seen like crazy pictures from taken in different buildings, not in mine. Those routers, well, installed, that would be a very loud word. Just connected in attics, in cellars of apartment blocks without any maintenance, and like over the years they would just get so much dirt, grime, and bird poop on them that, yeah, if it's not broken, yeah, I know, right? But the fact that I've been kind of experiencing problems with one of the lines, one of the internet connections. Neither Хрущевка, nor Brezhnevka, nor anything older. So this is a relatively new building, what used to be called better layout building, with better layout, I think. That's how you translate it to English. But it's not Soviet better layout. It's like, my building is way post-Soviet. Finished in 2000, maybe 9, maybe 8. So designed, planned, maybe like 3 years earlier, 5 years earlier. So yeah. So it's like better layout building. residential building. Yeah, this looks like super cool. And that over there, that's the forest behind Bilava, I think. No, that's not the forest behind Bilava. You cannot see the military base from here, the oval one, but it's over there. I think it's yeah, that's the military base over there, the oval military base. Okay. Nice and quiet. Oh, rounds for my gun. So, actually, yeah, neither Хрущевка, no Брежневка, no Stalinka. Nothing like that. Is that a bot? No, that's not a bot. That's just a lamppost. Yeah, it's a very bright. It's a very clear night, like super clear, and you cannot even see the smoke cloud from here. So even that's transparent. The cloud of gas covering the airfield. So even though the server lost some players, started losing players after I killed those guys, I have a feeling that looking like this from this hill, we might not know it, but we might be having a couple players in our on our screens. Though I'm not seeing a single zombie in Glinishka down there. I'm pretty much enjoying the view. Yeah, it started dropping just after that double kill. Yeah. I'm not that confident to connect that player population drop to my actions with my actions, but yeah, maybe. Well, it dropped and never gotten back up. Yeah, sure, but I mean, this time gonna get you with you spotting for me. I didn't even have an elevated heart rate for a second. You was the spotter, and I was like, you were the spotter, and I was like, ah, okay. I just follow what's being said to me. Yeah, not a single zombie down there. Usually you would find some activity over there, or at least signs of activity like dead bodies and whatnot. Even on really low pop servers. But the zombies should be rendering, right? If they were there, they should be rendering. Okay, and we finally got bad weather. That over there somewhere should be Bilava. I don't know, gonna get you. I was absolutely like calm and collected, and I was like in that calm and collected way, thinking that that's probably not the guy gonna get you was talking about. Let's just be ready. So I went for a proper flank. Well, I mean, proper-ish. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have anybody around here. Oh yeah. Tired of ya people. Plus I found a little bit of rounds. So can waste some rounds. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Well, there's still loot. Still pretty much the same way. Maybe I can find something silenced here. That'd be nice. Bandages. Oh. How am I not actually full? My energy dropped down to not full levels. So maybe I've never gotten it to the max. I thought it was at the absolute maximum. My bad. Okay, full stomach again. That happens way too fast. My stomach shouldn't be this small. Okay, Glocks actually happen here, yeah. So having something silenced for a change, some sidearm would be nice. So seems like not a lot of loot here. Ooh. That's like a proper big scope. Didn't know you could find one here. And this you can find here. Okay. R12. That's like a very serious shotgun. And this building is full of zombies now. Anybody on the third floor? No? Normal shotgun here. Yeah, Kanafton. I know. That police station is actually one of the best places to go if you're a new spawn, and not even if you're a new spawn. Okay. Let's just try to slide down very carefully on the ground. Yeah, that's a little bit too tall. Still. Yeah, that's a little bit too high. Yeah, we only can go inside safely. Just wanted to jump in the front yard, but that seems to be not really possible. High wire act, yeah. Okay. So have to do it the old way. The canteen's full. One by one. If I start shooting, there'll be just more of them. Okay. There's already quite some of them. Hey. Not that fast. Oops, didn't close the door. Clicked a little bit too far. Got some rounds for my gun though. So, what's damaged? The pants are damaged. The backpack's damaged. The shoes are damaged. Let's fix everything. High wire act, yeah. Gotta keep eating. Nice to have sort of free inventory at last. Those guys delivered a little bit too much food. Spotted me a little bit too late. Okay, let's see if we're lucky enough to find something like a silent Glock here. Which is not much, of course. Some random rounds. Is that ACP? Okay. These garages used to spawn a press vest pretty much way too often. Speaking of a Glock with a silencer, here is one. And a normal magazine for it. Ask and you'll be given. I keep hearing shots like that. That came from like over there. Or from over there. Yeah, I can see only a little bit of the street, and it's not really being rendered properly. Okay. Not that we have a lot of rounds and everything is badly damaged, but we have our gun cleaning kits that I'm going totally to waste on this because why not? So some damaged rounds. I think I can survive that. Just a little bit of damaged ones. Let's chamber it with a normal one. And then throw the rest, the ones that are damaged in the mech. Suppressor. Here we go. Now we have a quiet sidearm. And I think we gotta keep eating. So it was just one shot from that place. That's not really interesting, and I cannot tell if it was that direction or maybe that direction. Something over there, alright. Not really, okay. So the closest would be that place. People people kinda tend to build bases in that barn or shed a lot. Very popular. Yeah, just one shot, it's not something to really think about. Plus, I'm not seeing any zombies. So maybe it wasn't even from here, from there. Maybe it was something else. Player should be rendering, right? With the new rendering distance now, I'm not sure. You can see the buildings, but sometimes you cannot see the players. We tested that. Me and Ganagecha, we tested that. Oh, there's a couple of peaks over there. And there was a distance where I just couldn't see them at. So I can see the peaks, but no zombies. Some mushrooms, if they're not rotten. I don't mind some natural foods. Box. So, by the way, all that meat from those guys, it was all chicken and then one piece of, I don't remember, some sort of a animal steak, but not sure from which animal, don't remember. So I ate all that and I'm still okay. So that kinda wouldn't. It's not exactly proving my point that you cannot catch anything from people's food. Maybe those guys didn't have anything, and it's not proving my point that you cannot poison food because maybe they did not try even. Though long time ago, this even before I think 0.59, I remember a video on YouTube. There was a video on YouTube where a guy tried to poison fruit back then. Apples, kiwis, and what else? Poisoned them with, I think it was alcohol tincture. So he would just poison, well, kinda use alcohol tincture on them and then leave them. I don't think it ever worked. And he, as far as I remember, had never shown the consequences, so... Gonna go and scare the pigs. That would be quite a way to announce my arrival to the town. And these are not dead. I saw them moving. Getting bright. That zombie is sort of looking into that house. Okay, let's avoid the main street for now. Stay in the backyards. Zombies are wandering around pretty freely. Not seeing any zombie bodies. And now there's going to be one. And the server shutting down. Okay, I guess that's our call. That's our that's our what the way to call it. Keep forgetting basic words again. So basically that's our mark to call it a day. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an interesting stream. So even though the wipe is nigh on official experimental, and then it's going to be reverted to the previous version, which is unprecedented. It has never happened before. So we still gonna have like 2 days, tomorrow and then Sunday. I'm not sure that I can play DZ on both of those days, but yeah, we'll see. I have actually a Helion base to take care of. That's still going. I didn't lose it. I've been looking after it. So, and I kind of want to continue that adventure, even though it's not new. It's nice to remember something old though. So, yeah, I guess that's it for tonight. Glad to be able to play, that I was able to play DZ. Had a couple hours, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. YouTube people, thank you very much for watching on YouTube. Please leave a like. I think this deserves a like. We kind of got a double kill tonight, assisted. Gonna get you was spotting, but it was a double kill nonetheless. Subscribe for more, activate notifications, since my normal time window, it's pretty wide, European night time, so can be, I don't know, like 12 hours wide time frame. So Twitch people, thank you for watching on Twitch. Don't leave the channel yet. Connachton, gonna get ya. Thank you for jumping in and chatting. Lurkers, thank you very much for lurking. Lurking is watching, watching is supporting. If you're not following me on Twitch, please press that button, and let's find somebody to raid. Just bear with me. There's a person that I see pretty rarely these days, but they are playing on Namalsk DayZ, so let's go and say hi to them. They've been on for quite some time already, actually pretty hardcore. I was able to do 12-hour stream, so I still realized that I had it in me, but still streaming for that long, it's sort of kinda feels like an achievement. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Let's go and say hi to Scorpios 9472. Goodbye and good night.